But Caba, the first one up, it's going to be against Chris Wong, and the Luke is locked in, at least for the first game.
All right, we're sending up Chris Wong up against the Caba. Remember, Falcons, or excuse me, Red Rooster is the team that's going to be able to pick the matchup, so they feel confident sending Chris Wong up against Caba's Guile. Obviously, on the Luke, he's going to have the way sandblast and whatnot. He's got his own projectiles for him to deal with, but just in general, maybe feels comfortable in this matchup.
And the jump-ins are going to be pretty critical, or pretty crucial, I would say, from the side of Luke.
That makes sense.
You could throw out the jumping fears to kind of disrupt the timing of a anti-air normal from the side of Guile, so long as he's not maintaining his charge. And Chris has definitely been one to pay attention to any sort of movement from like any sort of character, but it's going to be so much more important against Guile. Once you see him break that charge, that's got to be your green light to go. At least try to take a stab at it mid-air, or at least with the air approach. So we'll see if that's going to be the case, but let's focus on the ground game.
So yeah, it's going to be all about, if Chris Wong is looking for the jumps, he's going to want to get into that spot, right, where it's a little bit closer, so once Caba does move a little bit, he doesn't have that flash kick available, he can just immediately jump in like that, right, but he just recovered just in time. Chris Wong now has the corner control.
Ooh. Yeah, that's also one of the biggest things we're looking for. Like if Luke manages to get you into the corner by like any sort of flash knuckle combo right out the gate, but even more so, Caba was the one to put himself there and also be able to fight out successfully, or at least push Luke back.
Yeah, and the multiple hits of that Sonic Blade right there prevented Chris Wong from taking any advantage of that perfect parry. Still has the corner advantage, but besides that, Caba has been really comfortable in this set so far.
Yeah, I could say the same for Chris Wong, really. Like, he doesn't mind trying to face off nice and slow against the Sonic Boom presence that Caba's been putting down there. Oos, there's the trade.
Indeed. Caba will take that for now, right, with this life lead.
Ooh.
What discipline from Caba right there defensively. Close enough to punish that roundhouse as well.
Out of there, too. Defensive maneuvers coming in from Chris Wong as well.
Man, both of these players here making the other earn every single thing they get, and he was just out of range for the follow-up on the crouch medium punch. Luke never has that issue.
I like that air-to-air, and just like that, Chris Wong evening out the life. OD flash kick on a delayed normal against Chris Wong.
Chris Wong, he tried to do something after the tick throw. He just delayed it a little bit, but once it delayed long enough. Now we got 9 seconds on the clock here, and Caba has actually burned himself out. The DI not close enough to the corner. Oh my goodness, he tried it again, and Caba knew he would. Beautiful dodge and time over victory.
Yeah, I think that was so excellently played out from Caba. Didn't really have a choice from Chris Wong, right? If he was going to sit there and block with 3 seconds left, really hard to make that call for Chris Wong to open up Guile.
Yeah, Luke doesn't have great like options to chip that are quick, right? Like he can do like a flash knuckle, like a charged flash knuckle or something like that, but that opens up a gap to do something else.
That's fair. Yeah, most of the time his strings are going to rely on normals.
Yeah.
While somebody's in burnout. Oof. Wiping away the startup with the Sonic Boom, but it's Caba in full swing immediately afterwards.
Yeah, we've seen both of these players are willing to play this a very slow, disciplined style. Worked out for Caba in the first game, and again, in this position where he's got the advantage, makes Chris Wong burn the OD to deal with the projectile. This is a good spot for him to be in because he's got the drive gauge advantage as well.
Even up close, so reluctant is Chris Wong to even try to throw out a normal. But he does actually clip, but no big conversion. That was a counter hit, crouch medium. Great block on the delayed overhead, punish counter now. We'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. The life differential now, lively for Chris Wong, but now the drive gauge getting himself past the 3-bar threshold. Pretty important stuff to lock down Caba in the corner. Can he do it successfully though? He does so. Spend the rest of it, crouching heavy. Gonna get the rest of that flash knuckle. Not gonna be enough to kill. Has to set up a safe jump. No way.
Yeah, it looked like he went with a delayed option after the safe jump, and Caba just waking up with a jab. Beat the attempt, and now Chris Wong is in huge danger.
You could get chipped out for death.
And that's why Caba didn't go in, right? He's like, I'm just gonna make you deal with these booms. You still got a long way to go on this burnout.
No way! He tried to set up the blade, but you do have a hurt box that's extended down below. Low medium kick, brushing past the projectile. Chris Wong on the board.
That was precision from Chris Wong. My goodness, what a way to tie this one up. Like big chilling for a second. You saw from Chris Wong.
Yeah, a lot of these Sonic blades are going to be checked from Chris Wong. Oh! An error. He committed to the flash knuckle.
Big error. Oh!
That was raw. There was no counter hit behind it. He just hit Caba raw.
Legit, after the perfect parry on the blade. Oh, yeah, he's trying to neutral jump, trying to look for Caba, commit to like a step kick or something like that.
Exactly that, right? He didn't even have the charge for it, so that was actually an excellent choice for Wong, just to neutral jump in front of him. Maybe tease a little bit.
Yeah. Entice Caba into doing something. And
again!
Another big perfect parry and then checked afterwards.
That was hella meaty, by the way. The screen was shaking. It was plus. Puts himself into burnout, though. Chris Wong, 2 bars to his name, trying to keep control against Caba. And he does so. Number 1. Yeah, more than enough damage on that final shot.
Chris Wong doing a great job of nullifying a lot of the Sonic Boom game, whether it was with perfect parries into stuffing the next pressure. We saw him even buffering the supers as well when he was in burnout with Caba in the corner looking to counter a Sonic Boom throw.
I can't let you disrespect my family. He's just coming in, hands behind his back. Didn't even wait for Caba to approach. He's like, I got this, bro.
Legit the mob pose with the hands behind the back with the whisper to the ear. Legit.
Terrifying.
Of course, Red Rooster going over some of their game plan as well. Got the thumbs up. Chris Wong feels good about it, right? Taking that first game, but we saw Caba bounce back before. Going down in the first game, forcing a final one. Definitely has shown tremendous prowess.
Yeah, I think it's more so Caba having to understand that Chris Wong is willing to play the long game in more of these rounds, right? He can't misstep anywhere near Chris Wong. Although there was like a slight error from the side of Chris Wong's behalf, but like there are a lot of checks towards the movement, a lot of checks towards the fireballs right now from the side of Chris. Nice and patient so far.
Yeah,
one is just to saddle up, essentially.
Yeah, Guile's usually the king of patience, right? It's rare where you get somebody that's willing to just sit it out and play that slow with you, and that's what I think really did throw Caba off in that first game.
Now you see a much more offensive-handed Caba coming in from a drive rush right out the gate. Multiple drive rush approaches against Chris Wong. Get off of me. I love that. Being able to punish the Sonic Blade startup like that.
Yeah, that's so clean, man. Again, trying to catch Caba flinching, but good defense. Caba hasn't done too many throw techs or mashing or anything like that. Blocked it out more often than not. Ooh! Suppressor, the spacing trap after the sandblast.
That was sick.
Nasty stuff from Chris Wong, trying to get the Spy Buster party going, but instead, you always know players love to throw projectiles after the throw tech. He uses the OD sandblast and the extension to delete Guile.
I love that. I love that lethal shot. And even if he wasn't over, it would have gotten the wall splat too. I think it would have been close enough to follow through.
Yeah.
What a buff.
Yeah, it's honestly a really cool change.
The pace being set. The delayed normal getting clipped off of the back roundhouse.
Yeah, smart. Chris Wong did that with the Fierce starter, right? So you can't just OS it. Super smart stuff to expose that.
No way, dude.
Yeah,
The level 1.
He's ready for Guile, bro.
You try to throw it on a second jab, the God button comes in. Level 2, level 1 instead. That's totally fine. You're within a throw's length.
Indeed, now Caba, he's gonna CA him down. That's burnout, but Chris Wong did hold on to a bar. Remember that. Didn't use that level 2.
Oh, he was looking for a button. Oh, the jump in is clean! Caba getting sniped out of that Sonic Boom. And that's 2 games already for Chris Wong.
Yeah, Chris Wong cleans up the set with the quickness. Man, and it just, you saw the patience he had at the end. He was in burnout, he wasn't pressing anything, he was just allowing Caba to kind of see what he's gonna approach him with. And at the exact moment, he was like, all right, this is when he throws Sonic Boom. Perfect jump read. Chris Wong really dismantling the Guile matchup.
Damn, son. It's mad refreshing to see like him play in his comfort zone, really like play out some of the matchups he's much more comfortable with. And I feel like it would have fooled me if he says he wasn't comfortable in it, because he definitely performed as if he were.
Yeah.
Every sort of aspect that Guile can play, any sort of like strategy he wants to implement, he's blown up.
Yeah, even the bazooka knee right there while in burnout, right? That's still a lot of the time only going to be 0 on block, even in burnout. So again, Chris Wong not letting any of the Guile stuff kind of get slip by him and allow Caba to start the offense. Really smart. And that big jump at the end as well, right?